Hi, this is Becky Best, and I'm doing a series of videos, and the one I want to do today is on geopathic zones. So geopathic zones are energy lines in the earth. A lot of times that they're caused by water, running water, and these zones are actually unhealthy for our physical bodies and our energy fields. And so they cause problems in our bodies. They cause, sometimes what I've noticed in my practice is that people get skin problems, breakouts, welts that come up, severe itching, boils, cancers. So it can be all kinds of psychological things, sleep disturbances. A lot of things can happen. Now these zones, what I have found is that animals will go and they will sleep in a zone or lay in a zone to block the energy from coming to you. So it can be harmful to pets, and if you have pets that lay in a certain area, and certainly cats love to go in these areas and they love to sleep in these areas, so if your cat's sleeping somewhere, we might want to check that out. So the most harmful energy is when you are staying in that energetic place for long periods of time. So where you sleep and where you work are usually, and sometimes where you watch TV, if you watch a lot of TV, is where we want to make sure there are no zones in your house. So I'm just introducing you to the idea today. Somewhere where you can get a lot of information on geopathic zones is on Gaiam TV. And David Wilcox does a series on geopathic zones and does a great job of explaining it. So I don't really want to take my time to explain that to you now, but I would suggest if you're interested to go and watch his videos. But what I do want to introduce you to is what we do then. If you have a zone, how do we find that out? So if you've ever heard about dowsers, there are people who find water using, and you'd see them like in Africa when I went there, they used branches, and the branch would move up and down depending on whether there was water, and then that's how they would find where the running water was. But you don't want to live on top of running water or noxious energy or these energy grid lines. So in America, they don't even take it into consideration. We don't even know about it. But most of the time when I go and work with people, most of the time in most of the houses there is an energy line right through their bed. So this what they call them in other countries is cancer beds. So if they move the bed 3 to 4 feet, the person gets well because they're no longer in that zone. And even treatments, if you're still in a zone, regular treatments aren't going to help you. So if you've had something like this that you can't get well from, then you really, really want to check this out. So this is a dowsing rod. I made it just with a simple piece of wire, and it's just straight with a little hook on the end. And so you just hold it in your hand just above your knuckle like that, see? And you hold it tight enough, and then you're just asking it questions, and you ask it a yes and you ask it a no. And I know this sounds really crazy, and some of you are going to be thinking, oh my gosh, she's lost it. But I'm telling you over and over again, when you actually have this in your hand and you're doing it yourself, you will understand that there is something way beyond what you know to be true, because you cannot deny that this thing is answering your question. And so you ask, is there a geopathic zone in this house, on this land? And then you wait and it will tell you. So so that's how you douse. We'll talk more about that. And then this is an omega sign, and this is once you find the energy line, you find out which direction it's coming from, and let's say it's coming from that direction. Then the energy's coming in and you lay it down this way, it goes right around and goes back out. So you're going to test positive until you lay this down, and then you test it again and it's completely gone. Now you want to do it at the source as best as you can find it on your property, because it will clear the whole line through your whole house. And some houses have more than one zone. And so how how I'm doing this is you can go onto my website. It's energywithbeckybest.com, and under the tab Learn is Classes and Sessions. And under there will be a tab for an internet class that I have. It's $20, and basically what you do is you send in a map of your house. You can just draw it, doesn't have to be to scale, just a simple drawing of where your beds are, where you sleep, where you work, where you watch TV, and the different rooms of the house. And then what I'll do is just off that map, I can dowse and tell you exactly where the zones are. Also in that class I'm going to be teaching you how to do it yourself so that you can do it for yourself and others. And then how to put down the omega sign to clear the energy. Now, if you don't want to be part of the internet group, you can also do a private session with me over Zoom Room, and you and I will just work on your particular map and your house and your zone. So private sessions are $50, and all that information is on my website. Just go ahead and go there and check it out. All right, well, I hope this has been informative, and also you can go to, on my website, there's also a Ask Becky, and from there you can go on and ask me a question. And so those questions I answer promptly. You can also call me, 406-548-8614. And so I hope you enjoyed this video. Check me out, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.